In a groundbreaking address at the first annual Legislative Summit on Renewable Energy in Nigeria, Senator Jarigbe Agum, the chairman of the Senate Committee on Gas, representing Senate President Godswill Akpabio, emphasized the transformative potential of the Electricity Act 2023, urging stakeholders to collaborate with the government for its effective implementation. Hosted by the National Institute for Legislative and Democratic Studies, Nilds, and Asola Systems Nigeria Limited, the summit convened on Monday, February 12, 2024, at the Institute's premises on Airport Road, Abuja. Akpabio underscored the Act's significance in granting autonomy to state houses of assembly in electricity legislation, heralding a new era for renewable energy in Nigeria. He stressed the urgency for the public and private sectors to leverage these reforms, aligning with President Tinubu's commitment to renewable energy policy. Akpabio's impassioned plea resonated with attendees, highlighting renewable energy as pivotal to sustainable development and economic growth. He called for collective action to harness the nation's renewable energy potential, advocating for a cleaner, healthier planet and reducing reliance on fossil fuels.
The recent passage of the Electricity Act 2023 and the Constitution Alteration Act 2023 have provided us with an unprecedented opportunity to harness the potentials of renewable energy and revolutionize the way we power this blessed nation. Renewable energy is not just a passing trend or an optional part. It is the future, and it holds the key to sustainable development, economic growth, and a cleaner, healthier planet. By fully exploiting the legal and institutional framework, we can increase access to energy for all Nigerian citizens and industries, while reducing our reliance on fossil fuels and mitigating the impact of climate change. But we cannot achieve this vision alone. It requires the collective effort of all stakeholders from the public and private sectors to come together and drive the necessary innovations and advancements in the renewable energy sector. It is through regular engagement, collaboration, and the exchange of ideas that we can unlock the full potentials of renewable energy in Nigeria. The summit serves as a platform for exactly that. It is a space for us to not only acquaint ourselves with the latest developments and opportunities in the global renewable energy scene, but also to interrogate and update our domestic legal and institutional framework. Together, we can champion the necessary reforms, policies, and investments that will usher in a new era of energy sustainability and prosperity of our great nation.
Professor Abubakar Sulaiman, Director General of Nilds, expressed optimism that the summit would foster understanding and innovation in the renewable energy sector, shaping a robust legal and institutional framework.
Indeed, the General National Assembly has set a path for this movement through the enactment of the 5th Constitutional Outreach, which has improved the autonomy of state House of Assembly on the issue of electricity and the enactment of the Electricity Act 2023. The Electricity Act 2023 extended this movement through its call for a privatization of renewable energy and empowerment of state and local governments to set up their own legal framework and even invest directly in renewable energy. In essence, these two laws democratize and decentralize the legal framework for electricity in our country. But the most important outcome relevant to our discussion here today is the opening up of the legal and institutional doors of opportunity for the promotions of renewable energy in Nigeria. We can only achieve this objective with the collaborations of key stakeholders, like the legislature, both national and states, the executive, and indeed the private sectors. Our duty in this institute is to facilitate this engagement, provide research and capacity building platform, and help provide the discussion with evidence-based policy analysis, legal briefs, and research-informed legislative and policy recommendations. Also, with the presence of other industry stakeholders like the private sector here today, come an opportunity of collating and enlightening practitioner perspective in effective and efficient deployment of policy towards achieving national development. This is particularly important because our norms must be seen to be working for providers and consumers of electricity. The mandate of National Assembly does not end with lawmaking. It continues with activities like legislative oversight, post-legislative scrutiny, and public or investigative hearing to continually assess the functionality of law passed. This is to say that the Institute, in compliance with the statutory mandate, therefore, must provide legislature with the necessary support services that will assist it in the legislative process.
Echoing Akpabio's sentiments, Speaker of the House of Representatives Tajuddin Abbas, represented by Honorable Victor Afam, Chairman of the House Committee on Renewable Energy, lamented Nigeria's energy challenges and emphasized renewable energy's untapped potential. Abbas advocated for legislative support to facilitate the transition to clean energy, foreseeing benefits like instant electricity supply and job creation.
Our comparative advantage in this sector has not been fully utilized. And so I'm happy listening to the Director of Renewables in the Niger Delta Power Holding Company talking about increasing the access to our hinterlands is very important. We could also pause and think about the immense benefits derivable from recourse to renewable energy. Quick access to electricity is one, because when you go and install, at least they have some form of electricity that powers little gadgets, fan, television, charge phones, while waiting for mini grids to come to such communities. It also immediately stimulates economic activities. The small and medium businesses around our local governments can get up and running if we actually make renewable energy sources easily affordable to them. It also creates jobs in the sector for people who go to do these installations. It reduces energy costs, and it also attracts direct foreign investment in the sector. The distinguished senator has talked about tax rebates and all whatnot associated with investment in the renewable energy sector. But perhaps more importantly, we can be sure of low carbon emissions and general protection of our environment.
The summit's highlight was the exhibition on technology-driven renewable energy solutions by Solar Systems Nigeria Limited. The summit's outcomes hold promise for Nigeria's energy future, with stakeholders committed to advancing renewable energy initiatives and amending legislation to accelerate the country's transition to clean energy.